A European Union deal on how to share out the responsibility for looking after migrants and refugees should be put to a referendum in Poland, the ruling party leader said on Thursday, as he stressed Warsaw's opposition to the agreement. Under the deal, each country would be responsible for a set number of people, but would not necessarily have to take them in. Countries unwilling to receive irregular migrants and refugees are driving ad hoc to the European Union would help their hosting peers through cash payments, around €20,000 per person, equipment or personnel. Poland objects to the deal, saying that it has already taken in well over 1 million people fleeing the war in Ukraine and will not pay fines if it refuses to take in refugees from Africa and the Middle East. This is a mockery of Poland, the president of Law and Justice, Jarosław Kaczyński, said during a stormy debate in the Sejm, referring to the idea of financially punishing countries that refuse to accept illegal migrants.
Dyskryminacja wyjątkowo bezczelna.
This is exceptionally brazen discrimination. That is why we will not agree to it, and the Polish people do not agree to it either. And this must be the subject of a referendum. This matter must be the subject of a referendum, and we will organise this referendum. The proposal to hold a referendum on the issue was negatively received by part of the opposition. Don't be ashamed. Tell Poles that you have failed. You do not know how to conduct politics in Europe. You don't need a referendum. You just need to go around the corners of Warsaw to find out. There is no consent of Poles for automatic relocation. Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki reminded Civic Platform and Polish People's Party MPs that in 2014, when they were in power, they agreed to any number of migrants imposed by the European Union. At the time, Germany and France used open-door tactics. As a result, Europe faced a migrant crisis on an unprecedented scale. Today, many EU countries acknowledge that this was a fatal mistake, a mistake made by Angela Merkel and her faithful sidekick Donald Tusk. A draft resolution opposing the proposal to forcibly relocate migrants was adopted by the Sejm. The majority of MPs from the Civic Coalition and the New Left did not take part in the vote. This mechanism, even if it were to enter into force, cannot be implemented. In the name of security, in the name of safety, it is ineffective and harmful. It destroys confidence in the Union and violates the sovereignty of countries, and we will never support this mechanism. According to the Polish government, the European Union should give Warsaw adequate financial assistance for taking in some 2 million refugees from Ukraine.